Okay, so you may have wondered why this channel is called Grace Blue instead of my name. This camera angle is that. I didn't change anything. It has a reason to it and it has a mission to it, and you may not see it and you will probably understand why. That's the logo, by the way. It looks so empty here, so I just sticked it to the wall. So I got this whole outline of like why this name and why this logo on Instagram, but I guess I'll summarize it up again. So the name, I guess, was inspired by this game. I'm not sure if you know it, but essentially you read a different color. So let's say the color is like yellow, but you read red and you get confused by it. This is why the logo is fully in blue but says gray on it. And the reason the name is gray is because I think we tend to see things in black and white, but most of the time that's not really true, and it's more of like a gray shade of it. And blue because it matches with gray. That's literally the only reason. And the reason this is the logo is because I wanted to have like a world symbol, but I wanted to have like a hidden symbol in the symbol. And so I was like, okay, let's add a fingerprint because you leave your impact on the world, and as a result, the world carries a piece of you in them. And I should probably bring this. Ta-da! So I guess it's like a representative symbol of Grace Blue because like as children, we paint elephants blue, but if you've ever seen an elephant, they're gray. And so I was like, oh, okay, this is like a good word. Yeah. And also, the reason I chose an elephant was because of the story that led to Grace Blue. Like many people, I was like, okay, there's something about the world that has to be changed. And I was like, but what? Like, there are so many things. What am I supposed to do here? And it was the time when the American elections were like really the thing on the news. And I thought, okay, so much feels so biased here. And I decided, okay, I'm gonna research into this. And the more I researched into it, I was like, holy damn, like, I could not possibly know all of this and not share it in some form because... Okay, so this is me editing right now. I realized I talked a lot of nonsense after that, and so I decided to just quickly summarize it up. Essentially, the only plan for Grace Blue up to that moment was to make that video, and because that was the only plan, I had thought of it so much. We had like different ways of showing or making the video, like we had AI images to like illustrate it further. That's the story of the elephant. I had thought of every single critique before I even uploaded the video. I was like, someone on the internet is gonna claim that because it's, you know, Grace Blue, that someone, that I was paid by Democrats or something, which made no sense because in the video I was critiquing both, like I was absolutely just listing facts. And then I was like, okay, I like the story of the elephant anyways, let's just kind of promote it even more so it's like absolutely clear no one is being paid here. In fact, why would you pay a channel that has no followers up to that point? But yeah, anyways, let's go back to the video. It's like mid-September, I realized if I want to make a video about this to like inform people about what's actually happening, I can't continue on my own. Like, I'm reading every single article on the economy and the predicted economy, and even that is gonna take a whole month if I do this by myself. And so if I want to cover like immigration, healthcare, economy, like, this is gonna be crazy, like, I can't do this by myself. And so I got someone else to help me with it, and then I also got a friend to help me with it. And the amount of research that was finally made is insane. Like, I can get my PhD from this. This is so much research, and this is the summary of the research. So all of this is actually much more. This is like bullet points of articles. The sources, but as you can tell, this video is not on here. The reason it's not uploaded is because everything at the end failed. Firstly, I don't know how to speak to a camera. Like, this is much better than it was at the beginning, and that tells you something. I guess many things failed because I didn't know how to do them, or I was way too caught up on details. Like, I remember how it was like, oh, the lighting isn't good, or like the camera angle isn't good, and so I have to re-record this, or this is not exciting, I should do it again. Like, it wasn't that I was making an excuse to not upload it, I was literally super worried about these things. Me again. So essentially, I recorded the video so many times, and after like the third recording or so, I realized, okay, if I just have information sheets right next to me, I can't do this. I need a script for this. We put so much more work on us due to that script, but at least to me, didn't matter that much because I was completely obsessed with that video. I actually found a video during that time. I'll just show it real quick. I need to do the research, but I have an exam in 2 days. and I'm making a song. That track, by the way, I found, and I decided to include it in this video. So if you hear like some music popping up, that's a track. But back to the story. There was a day where I had to catch a flight, and it was October by the time that video was also made. At that point, we had almost no time. So we decided, okay, we can't prolong this any further. During the day, we were either making more research because I thought it wasn't enough, or we were doing the script. And so the last day when I had the flight to catch, I was like, okay, today's the recording day, and again. And the plan was to start at 9 p.m. because the whole day was spent researching and doing the script till 11 p.m. when it was meant to finish, but obviously that did not happen. We ended up recording till 5 a.m. Mind you, my flight was at 7 a.m. I've never had so much coffee in my body. Once I arrived in the place, I could not imagine giving up. I could not imagine having spent the past 3 months or so researching and working so hard on this. So I decided I'll do it again. And this time I have my little cousin next to me. I have to get ready. Another aspect is the mortgage. How do you say that? Mortgage? Let
me see.
M-O-R-T-G-A-G-E.
Morning?
Another aspect is the
mortgage.
Another aspect is the mortgage. Shit. Mortgage. And so he wants to ban oh my god. And so he wants to ban. Recording the video, I noticed next to me, my cousin was there, and he showed no interest in what I was saying, and I thought this was my sign that I was doing something wrong, because this info, if you'd listen to it, there would be no way you could be bored of this. You could be angry at it, you could be sad about it, but you can't be bored of this. Close the door. And yeah, I didn't have the guts to upload it. After all of that had happened, I was like, okay, I missed it. Like, I missed the deadline. I can't do this. And I tried again till the last second. I tried till November 4th. And so when everything failed, I left with 2 conclusions. One, the next political event, I want to make sure this just never happens again. Like, if I have all the information, I want to make sure it gets to people. And not that I fail because I don't know how to do all of these things, which is the second conclusion. If I'm afraid to do wrong or fail, this is exactly what I'm going to do now. And I don't care about lighting anymore. I don't care about camera angles anymore. There you go. I don't care about, like, the lighting is horrible. I'm just gonna do a lot of things. I'm gonna do a lot of things wrong, and that's okay because I will learn from them. And then when it's actually important, I don't fail because of all of these things. So the reason this failed is the reason you get so many experimental videos now, that are me sharing my thoughts, that are me trying out different stuff, me just trying to be authentic and learning with that, and back to changing the world. I realized 8 things that I cared about a lot, which I think can contribute at least. This is what Grace Blue is always going to keep in mind. It's always going to support these 8 goals. I designed them, by the way. Like, I'm proud of this because it took a long time. But it's things I deeply care about, and I deeply think that they are able to have like this domino effect of like changing more things. But I really hope the more people we get to be, the more we're able to actually do these 8 goals. And it's about constant improvement, because look at me right now. But it doesn't matter because I let my guard down and do what I never wanted to do ever in my life, which is social media. Because I guess the impact is bigger than my fear is worth. I guess everyone who feels sort of tied to this mission or have more science and politics, please, I would make a petition for this. Can we have more like actual knowledge in politics? I have decided to sort of, this could be so dumb, but I've decided to center my life around this mission now. I have never thought of studying politics and international relations. In fact, I remember when I was in school and I was about to have politics as a class, I was like, oh and now I'm studying it because god damn it, what is happening here? I have always thought I was gonna study something different, and last minute I changed my mind because I truly care about this, and I'll study something that I might really regret studying. No, I don't think I will. Honestly, I don't think I will. I will regret studying economics. Who needs more finance bankers in the world? And I feel like either it's a really big loss for my future that I'm just gonna have studied something that wasn't worth it, but I guess I'll go all in and do this mission with all of me and all of my time and all of my effort, because else I don't really believe in it. And all of my fear because I'm recording this and I'm uploading it. And maybe one day I will look back to this video and be like, ha, good thing you did it. Or I will look back on it and be like, you stupid. So I can only tell you how Grace Blue is gonna start out, which is doing experimental videos, sort of figuring out what I'm supposed to do here. The mission, I guess, is outlined. Where it's gonna end up going, I'm still figuring out how to do like outros. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh, that should be my outro.